Meanwhile, Michael Jackson is freed in a mother smelling like little boys' and I'm supposed to be excited. Michael, I know I'm supposed to be happy because he used to be black. I know, I remember. That Michael forgot he was a nigga. He forgot he was a nigga. He forgot he was a nigga. That it was us supporting him. We had that big, greasy, bell pepper ass nose. That was us. Then the mother want to get white, and we kept giving them chances and shit with the Villa Lago shit. You know that ain't no real goddamn shit. What you know called Villa Lago? It be a line as big as a mother catch Villa Lago. You mean I can get my credit rating up to 720 by catching this? Michael, I don't give a how good you can sing and dance. I got babies, you nasty mother. You can't play with little boys. And some of y'all looking at me like, I can't believe you saying that. It's a setup, a setup. Don't nobody say the same about you for 20 goddamn years.
That's why, you know what the #1 job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is?
What?
Is to act like it didn't happen. They all do the same job. Why do you think Gary Owen can't cross over and he already white and been in comedy for 25 years? If what I say ain't the case. It's a cabal, it's a consortium. They rock with who they rock with and they don't with who they don't. But I'm not scared of being the competition any more than you were when you lined up across from a superior team. Yeah, on paper, they're a better team.
Right.
They have all the assets and resources and we don't. But let us get on the line, boy, and see if that factors in. I guarantee you it won't.
Wow.
Katt Williams just reopened one of the darkest Michael Jackson rumors ever whispered in Hollywood. Word is, hidden footage tied to Epstein's world captured MJ saying, "Look what they did to her." And now, folks online wondering what exactly Michael saw before everything around him started falling apart. If even part of this is true, then Michael's final years may have been way darker than the public was ever told. The moment Katt Williams started hinting that Michael Jackson may have left behind footage tied to Epstein's world, the entire conversation around Michael's downfall changed overnight. Because now, folks online aren't just asking whether Michael was framed, they're asking something way darker. What exactly did Michael Jackson see before the industry turned on him? And honestly, once people started revisiting the timeline carefully, the story stopped looking simple real fast. Cause think about it, Michael Jackson spent years telling the world he loved children, wanted to protect them, and preserve innocence in a world he believed was becoming colder and more corrupted by the day. But somehow, that same love became the exact thing used to destroy him publicly.
When you're talking about children, we met Gavin. And it was a great privilege to meet Gavin because he's had a lot of suffering in his life.
Yeah.
When Gavin was there, he talked about the fact that he shares your bedroom.
Yes.
Can you understand why people would worry about that?
Because they're ignorant.
But is it really appropriate for a 44-year-old man to share a bedroom with a child who is not related to him at all?
That's a beautiful thing.
That's not a worrying thing?
Why should it be worrying? Who's the criminal? Who's Jack the Ripper in the room? This is a guy trying to help heal a child. I'm sleeping in a sleeping bag on the floor. I gave him the bed because he has a brother named Star. So him and Star took the bed, and I'm on the floor in the sleeping bag.
Did you ever sleep in the bed with them?
No. But I have slept in the bed with many children. I sleep in the bed with all of them. When Macaulay Culkin were little, Kieran Culkin would sleep on this side, Macaulay Culkin's on this side, his sister's in there. We're all just jamming the bed. And we wake up like dawn and go in a hot air balloon. You know, we have the footage. I have all that footage.
But is that right, Michael?
It's very right.
And according to whispers tied to Katt Williams' claims, there may have been footage recorded near the end of Michael's life where he allegedly says one haunting line, "Look what they did to her." Now, nobody officially knows who her was. That mystery alone sent the internet into overdrive. Some think he was referring to a young victim connected to elite celebrity spaces. Others believe it was somebody inside Hollywood who got emotionally destroyed after seeing too much. But once Jeffrey Epstein's network became public years later, people started revisiting Michael's fear differently, because suddenly the idea of powerful entertainment figures operating inside hidden environments no longer sounded impossible to people anymore.
Today we are producing more than 3 million pages, including more than 2,000 videos and 180,000 images. In total, that means that the department produced approximately 3.5 million pages in compliance with the Act.
We were girls and young women who were victimized by Epstein and Maxwell in a ring.
I know there are videos and photos. I know that Jeffrey had recording cameras in his house.
Powerful people who caused us harm are being protected and we're being exposed. It is meant to silence us.
Now slow down for a second. Back in 1993, Michael was untouchable publicly. Dangerous world tour, sold out stadiums, Pepsi deals, loved by fans, global fame bigger than almost anybody alive. Then, overnight, allegations surfaced and the media storm exploded instantly. Headlines everywhere, police raids, television specials, sponsors distancing themselves. And before any courtroom reached a verdict, public opinion had already started burying him alive. That's the part people keep focusing on now, because whether someone believes Michael was innocent or guilty, nobody can deny how aggressively the world turned against him before the legal process ever finished. Michael stated his innocence and denied all the allegations.
My deepest gratitude for your love and support. I am doing well and I am strong. As you may already know, after my tour ended, I remain out of the country undergoing treatment for a dependency on pain medication. This medication was initially prescribed to see the excruciating pain that I was suffering after recent reconstructive surgery on my scalp. There have been many disgusting statements made recently concerning allegations of improper conduct on my part. These statements about me are totally false. As I have maintained from the very beginning, I am hoping for a speedy. I ask all of you to wait and hear the truth before you label or condemn me. Don't treat me like a criminal, because I am innocent. I have been forced to submit to a dehumanizing and humiliating examination by the Santa Barbara County Sheriff Department and the Los Angeles Police Department earlier this week. They served a search warrant on me which allowed them to view and photograph my body, including my butt, my lower torso, thighs, and any other area that they wanted. They were supposedly looking for any discoloration, spotting, blotches, or other evidence of a skin color disorder called vitiligo, which I have previously spoken about. The warrant also directed me to cooperate in any examination of my body by their physician to determine the condition of my skin, including whether I have vitiligo or any other skin disorder. The warrant further stated that I had no right to refuse examination or photographs, and if I failed to cooperate with them, they would introduce that refusal at any trial as an indication of my guilt. It was the most humiliating ordeal of my life, one that no person should ever have to suffer. My complete innocence, so be it. Throughout my life, I have only tried to help thousands upon thousands of children to live happy lives. It brings tears to my eyes when I see any child who suffers. I am not guilty of these allegations, but if I am guilty of anything, it is of giving all that I have to give to help children all over the world. It is of loving children of all ages and races. It is of gaining sheer joy from seeing children with their innocent and smiling faces. It is of enjoying through them the childhood that I missed myself.
And according to Katt Williams, that pattern is exactly how elite industries neutralize people they see as problems. Not always by locking them up, sometimes by destroying public trust first. And once your image gets damaged badly enough, nothing you say afterward matters anymore. Now here's where the story starts connecting in a way that makes people uncomfortable. Michael spent years speaking about protecting children from harmful environments. At the same time, entertainment culture kept producing stories about young stars emotionally breaking down after entering elite celebrity spaces too early. Justin Bieber, Britney Spears, Amanda Bynes, all different people, same pattern: young fame, pressure, emotional collapse, silence afterward. And according to internet theories surrounding Epstein-style celebrity circles, some folks believe Michael eventually realized just how dangerous those environments could become for vulnerable kids. That's why people started connecting Bieber to this story too, because Justin entered the industry at 13 years old and almost immediately found himself around grown celebrity power circles. Usher introduced him to Sean Diddy Combs publicly, and back then, people thought it looked normal. Industry mentorship, networking, opportunity. But years later, old clips resurfaced of Diddy joking about spending private time alone with Bieber and saying things they did together couldn't be disclosed. Today, those clips hit people very differently.
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like, you know, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. You know, I have been given custody of him. You know, he signed to Usher.
signed to Usher?
I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So yeah, and we gonna go full crazy.
You're going crazy.
Crazy.
Especially after Bieber later became emotional while talking about wanting to protect Billie Eilish from certain experiences in the industry. Protect her from what? That's the question people keep asking.
It was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone, you know, telling me they love me and, you know, just turn their back on you. I just want to protect her, you know? I don't want her to go through anything. I wouldn't wish that upon anybody. Yeah, if she ever needs me, I'm just a call away.
And according to conversations happening online now, some believe Michael Jackson had already seen similar things happening years before the public started paying attention to elite entertainment circles tied to secrecy, private islands, and protected celebrity environments. Now, officially, there is no court ruling connecting Michael Jackson directly to Epstein's crimes. But once Epstein's files exploded publicly, millions of people started questioning Hollywood differently. Suddenly, words like handlers, gatekeepers, and elite circles stopped sounding like pure conspiracy talk to certain viewers online, especially once names connected to isolated party spaces, powerful guest lists, and hidden celebrity gatherings kept resurfacing repeatedly. And briefly, Sean Diddy Combs became part of that larger conversation too. Not because of proven Epstein charges specifically, but because internet speculation started linking multiple elite entertainment spaces together emotionally. Private parties, confiscated phones, young artists entering powerful rooms early, silence protecting reputations. Once people notice those patterns, they start revisiting old stories with fresh eyes, and that's exactly what's happening with Michael Jackson now. Now pause for a second, because Katt Williams reportedly sounded genuinely disturbed while discussing how Hollywood handles celebrities who stop cooperating quietly. And honestly, Michael wasn't the only star people believe got punished after challenging the system publicly. Dave Chappelle walked away from massive money and fame, talking about pressure behind the scenes. Kanye West repeatedly warned people about handlers, control, and celebrities being psychologically broken down. Jim Carrey started openly calling Hollywood fake and spiritually empty before audiences began treating him like he'd lost it.
LA burst into flames. And it's a tough one, you know what I mean? Because I'm tired of being controversial. I'm trying to turn over a new leaf, and it is way too soon.
I mean, you gotta admit it's completely meaningless.
Well, they say they're celebrating icons inside.
Celebrating
Do you believe
icons.
in icons?
Boy, that is just the absolute lowest aiming, you know, possibility that we could come up with. It's like icons. Do you believe in icons? I don't believe in personalities. I don't believe that you exist, but there is a wonderful fragrance in the air.
You don't believe certain icons have the power to make change, to think differently, to be bold, to inspire others? Artistry? You're one of them.
On the good foot. Ha! Yeah. You shut it down now. Yeah, no, I don't believe in icons. I don't believe in personalities. I believe that peace lies beyond personality.
And they wanted to medicate me every day. You realize, like, they could have just switched to medication and I wouldn't be here. And on the news, they would have said it was because of a mental issue.
Different celebrities with their different eras. But according to online theories, the same machine allegedly keeps showing up behind all of them. And once people started viewing Michael through that same lens, his downfall suddenly looked less random to conspiracy-minded viewers online because they think about the timing carefully. Michael gets accused publicly. His image collapses globally. Media pressure intensifies for years. Financial stress piles up. Prescription medication dependency worsens. Then just as he's preparing for the massive This Is It comeback tour in 2009, he suddenly passes on before stepping back on stage. Officially, the cause was an overdose involving medication administered by Dr. Conrad Murray. But for millions of people online, that explanation never emotionally closed the door completely.
Now on to one of our other big stories. The king of pop has died. Michael Jackson, the pop music and dance innovator, passed away yesterday. Jackson appeared to have suffered from cardiac arrest. He was 50 years old. He was pronounced dead at 2:26 p.m. local time at the UCLA Medical Center.
Especially once Epstein's world later exposed how powerful people can allegedly operate hidden systems behind enormous wealth, influence, and celebrity culture. And then there's this recorded call of Michael shortly before he gets taken out. He sounds scared and says people are after him. Then he adds that they could do anything to him, even allege him if overdose.
I don't know if I should tell you this, but I don't know who
be listening. There may be a group of people that want to get rid of me. They don't want me here anymore.
I don't understand. What do you mean? Talk to me.
I can't talk about it over the phone. I don't know what's going to happen, but I just feel in my soul, only God knows, they could shoot me. They could stab me. They could frame me and say I overdosed you. They can do a lot of things.
Who could do these?
It's not the government. It's more than the government. But I don't know, Tita. I don't care. I can't take it. I don't even care my life anymore. I just want my children to be okay. My angels. I want them to be safe.
Michael.
Now here's the part that really keeps people glued to this story. Michael was acquitted in 2005, not guilty on every charge. Yet somehow the accusations themselves became more permanent than the verdict. And that's what bothers people today. Why does the public still remember the allegations louder than the acquittal? Why did the media spend years amplifying accusations, but far less energy discussing contradictions, failed testimony, or the final courtroom outcome? And according to Katt Williams' broader warnings about Hollywood, some folks believe Michael's reputation needed to stay damaged permanently so nobody would ever take his fears seriously later. Because imagine how dangerous somebody like Michael Jackson could become if the public actually believed him. A global superstar, unlimited influence with direct access to millions of fans, and potentially knowledge about what powerful entertainment figures allegedly did behind closed doors. Again, none of this proves conspiracy as fact, but emotionally, people keep connecting these dots because the entertainment industry already has a reputation for protecting powerful figures while sacrificing damaged ones publicly. As one user bluntly puts it, anytime the mainstream media hates someone, it's because they aren't part of their evil club. Then this fan said, MJ was fighting the whole system. Another further added, what if he was protecting those kids from Epstein? Then this user wrote about the recorded call. The way he sounds, so out of breath while speaking, says a lot. That's real fear. And honestly, that's why this story refuses to disappear. Because the more people revisit Michael Jackson's final years, the harder it becomes for some viewers to believe everything was exactly how it looked on television. Maybe Michael Jackson was simply a troubled celebrity crushed by fame and controversy. Or maybe the biggest entertainer on earth became too dangerous once he allegedly started seeing what powerful people were doing to vulnerable young lives behind the scenes. And if Katt Williams is even halfway right about Hollywood protecting itself at all costs, then maybe Michael Jackson's real mistake wasn't refusing to join them. Maybe it was getting too close to exposing them. Now the spotlight turns to y'all. Do you think Michael Jackson was unfairly destroyed by the media? Or do you believe the public already knows the full truth? Why do so many young celebrities later speak about betrayal, pressure, emotional damage, and manipulation after entering elite entertainment circles? And if Michael really did leave behind footage warning people about what they did to her, then who exactly was he trying to protect before everything around him fell apart? Hit the comments and let us know. And if you're here for raw stories and messy, untamed drama, don't just swipe past. Stay tuned and peep the next video waiting for you.